Hello, everyone. How are you doing? I'm setting things up, letting the music play, new StreamYard gadgets, and I'm having fun. All right. Here we go. I just thought I'd go live today. I haven't been live in a while, and I'm just like crazy excited about things that are going on. I mean, even in America, I'm super excited about a lot of things that are in front of us. I'm super excited about opportunities that are in front of us, before us, the things that have transpired over the economic situation. I'm excited about actually what's going on even with President Biden. I'm excited about, I got to tell you, I know a lot of people are just wondering what's next. What are we going to do? How are we going to do these certain things? And I think that we need to understand that this is mostly about our own attitudinal disorder situation. Most everything in life that we can accomplish, or what gets accomplished, is done through our own will, our own superpowers. The things that we have going on in our life that are bad are generally brought around by our own bad thoughts, are generally brought on by things that we had done in prior years. Now, I know that's not completely true in all situations, certainly with medical situations and some of these outlier situations. But most all things, I can speak for myself in my life, I have brought on my own problems. I mean, the things that I have done in my life have brought me pain and turmoil, and have brought me depression, have brought me opposition, and just a lot of things that have been negative in my life. But I think back about in my first book, Wired Differently, what did I do to bring those things on? I had to own that process. But I also realized in that process of figuring out my will be done, was that the good things in my life were all brought through my own mental processes. And I'm finished. I just finished the beginning story of chapter 3 in my third book, Your Will Be Done. You're never going to be the same. I mean, I get more excited about every book I write because I get more empowered, I get better, I get more confident, right? And I got a great team that helps me write these books now. The first book, it was letter by letter and sentence by sentence and paragraph after painful paragraph. And then, threw the first manuscript out, and then I had to start over, and then I put some things in there, and, God had some smackdowns with me, and we worked through some things. And then sure enough, we did it after 18 months, the book was done. But the second book, Drift Again, it was like fire, man. I mean, it just took off. And the writing was a little easier, and my mental capacity was clearer, and the things that I was doing were clearer in that book. And then my third book, Your Will Be Done, is just happening because the third book I'm writing right now, Your Will Be Done, was actually the first book I wanted to write. But I couldn't get to that third book until I literally wrote these first two books, which was the hardest Moses journey I had in my life, right? Well, what is Moses' journey? Well, Moses is this Bible character that saved the Israelites from the Egyptians, and they wandered in the woods for 40 years and freeing them from slavery. And Moses' walk was unique to Moses and anybody else in the world, but the idea of having your own walk, this idea of me having my own walk, this idea of you having your own walk in this life is really what I want to talk to you about today. The journey of the book, the journey of my life, the journey of you, the journey is really what we're all about. Everything that we want to do right now is about our own journey. And our journey touches other people. And so it's important that when we're writing our own books, our own stories, our own lives, that we're under the understanding that we do drift and then we drift again. And that there's always collateral damage for our drifts and our sins and a lack of focus and the things that we do. And the more times we do the same problematic things over and over, the more collateral damage it is to the ones we love. But the reason I'm so jacked up today is because I had a great week. I've been out. I literally have started 3 construction projects in Florida, and I'm closing on a 24-unit construction project in Indiana. And we set the world record at the donut capital of the world, the Guinness Book of World Records. I am a world record holder, all of Angola, Indiana, and anybody eats Tom's Donuts, damn it. Now, come on, you're a world record holder. I mean, talk about a massive summer in 2 months, 4 housing units, a world record. We set Payserve's sales record. We've hired 3 people in the last 3 months in that organization. Payserve staffing is doing better than any other staffing company in a space with those 3 companies. Why is things working for me? Why do they work for me? Well, I write about it in Your Will Be Done. The things that you want in life will come to you when you work through those things. When you profess that you really, really want something, you have to know what you want. And that's really there's no secret. And I want to talk to you about that little dream that you have in the back of your head. And why do I have this hat on? I'm going to tell you in a second now, because hopefully people are tuning in to see what the heck Todd's got going on. But the bottom line is the little dream in the back of your mind of financial freedom, financial independence, this idea of having your own schedule, this sexy thing of becoming an entrepreneur and predicting your own way and doing the things that guys like me get on the iPod or the YouTube and the Facebook and the Insta and all that kind of stuff. We're out there. There's so many people doing it, right? And I don't know how to separate the wheat from the tare. I really can't tell you how to do that. I can just tell you that I've been doing this for 30 plus years, and I own 14 companies, and I've only had one job in my life. I am an attitudinal, disordered, wired differently successionaire. And I teach about these things when I speak. But the reason I have this hat on is because I want you to understand that I am a time traveler. I travel through time. I go back in time and I go forward in time. I think about the things that I've done in the back of my mind, in the back of time, and I think about the things that are really going to happen in the future. Now, I know I'm probably weirding you out a little bit, but I'd really want to cut the edge right here. I want you to know exactly what I'm on this program for right now. I want to talk to you about the fact that life is too short for you not to own your own business. We're in an economic time, and this time traveler mindset that I have, I want to share with you. I'm 57 years old. I've owned close to 50 companies or more. I've built a family of 3 children and basically adopted my niece and my nephew in many, many ways, raised them. I've been married for 34 years. I've had significant success in my life, and I've had many, many failures. But the bottom line is that I've earned the right to talk to you about the Moses Walk. I've earned the right to wear this time traveler hat. I want you to own a time traveler hat. I want you to be wired differently. I want you to exercise this thought and this idea of how you can become an entrepreneur. I'm not talking about going out and buying a McDonald's franchise or going out and buying a franchise that's all laid out for you. And those are business moves, and those are planned out things. And I would encourage you, though, if that's your mentality, I want to talk to you about buying your own company. I want to talk to you about starting your own company. I want to talk to you about exercising your own dreams in your own place, in your own thought process. I want you to go back in time from when you were a child and go forward into the future and figure out how you're going to be where you want to be in time. And is it the fact that you want to be in a place where you're comfortable, or is it the fact that you want to be in a place with your partner, that you have freedom to do the things that you want with your life, that you want freedom to come and go as you please? I think you do. But I want you to understand that doesn't come without a price. But if you're not willing to pay a price, then you can't get to that goal. You can't have those means to an end. You can't have that freedom. You can't have those things. But I wanted to encourage you today that you're paying a price no matter what. You're paying a price whether you're working for somebody or you're risking your time and efforts in building something for yourself. So the price is going to be paid. It's just that you have to decide on what your will is. And I want to help you exercise your will. Your will be done. And here's the problem with your will right now. The problem with your will right now is the fact that you have a will. God asked us to pray to him. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, your will be done. Right? You have a will. God has a will for you and for us here, and that is our free will. And we must exercise our free will. We don't have an option to not exercise our free will every day. And so whether you're directing your free will to where you want it to be or you're letting the world program you is another story. Either way, your will be done. And so my job is to help you understand, what is your will? Is your will something that you really know what you want, so we can guide you in that path and take you to a place where you would like to be, that your will can be done? Or are you just going to kind of bounce around and get up in the morning and go to the same job and do the same thing over and over and over and over again, and other people's will be implicated on you through the courses of your day? And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I have wonderful employees that work with me, and we work on their will inside of the company. But I'm talking to you from an entrepreneurial perspective right now, in this time traveler hat. I'm 57 years old, right? What if when I was 23 years old, my will was not to marry my wife? What if I didn't exercise my will to make that move? The entire course of life in this time traveler hat would have had probably, certainly, a different trajectory for me. So right now, today, I want to talk to you about life is too short not to own your business. And here's why I tell you why. Because I want you to think about, what do you really want in life? Do you want to own your own company? Do you want to have freedom in that space? And this is not a network marketing scheme or anything like that. I just wouldn't do that. I've spent too many years and too much time on this. I want to be able to help people understand that they can find their purpose. And if they just know what they want, I can help them get those nouns. Specifically in the entrepreneurial space of multiple company entrepreneurship. And that's what I want to talk about. Life is too short not to own your own damn business. Come on now, somebody. I'm a time traveler. I'm traveling through time, and I see what I did. I figured out what I did right. I put it down in a course. I put it down in my books. I put it down in my companies, and I'm still doing it right now. I just added another entire company to my portfolio of 14 companies, and we're doing it. And now I'm teaching people how to do it. And this didn't come easy for me. I mean, it just didn't come easy for me because it was hard for me to get a coach, but I broke through that, and I finally got a coach in Del Toro, and how to speak and how to communicate and how the industry was run and how to market myself and how to be an effective a leader in this regard. And I know for a fact there's many of you out there right now that would love to go on this time traveling journey with me. And let me help you save time and money on how to make your own business your own and to move through this time travel quicker with less money, less mistakes. And if I would have been brave enough to do that earlier on and not so prideful, I'd have been even in a better place than I am right now. But I'm not complaining, but I want to encourage you. Life is too short not to own your own company. So here's why I'm saying that right now. This time that we're in right now, this time, this economic time, is the most ripe time you could probably ever have to own your own successful business. Now, why do I say that? Well, it's clear. Because the strong survive. It's clear because when your will is targeted, it will be done. It's not just the efforts that we make, but more so the distances that we're willing to go. If you have the willpower right now, people and the mentality of entrepreneurships, a lot of people are quitting. A lot of people are rolling over. A lot of people are just saying enough is enough. And I'm telling you, my friends, if you can supremely, purposefully focus yourself in an area that you know is your purpose and an ecosystem that will work for you from an economic perspective, I can help you get through that and get to that point quicker. I've done it. And I want to help you do that. That's the Wire Differently coaching program that I have at toddsaylor.com. toddsaylor.com. Right here. And so I want to just basically explain to you that it's not a difficult thing. It's a persistent thing. It's something that you just need somebody to be able to pick up the phone and talk to about certain things at certain times. But I'm in a situation where I can take you through a course of 4 to 8 courses on how to save your business, salvage your business, get it unstuck, or actually start a new business. And so I just want to share that with you. It's been a culminating thing for me to be able to write these books and do these things and travel all over the country and speak. But man, I've just got to come out. You know, I've traveled through time, backwards and forwards. I've done a lot, and I just want people to understand that it can be done by you. It can be done by most people if they know what their will is. And so I want to invite you to the Todd Saylor Wired Differently Entrepreneurial Coaching. My entrepreneurial coaching program is one session. It's $5,000 for 1 month session. It's a tranche of 4 coaching sessions of approximately 50 minutes. And I'm doing it at a discounted rate at $3,000 right now for the month of actually August, through the month of August. We got all of July and we got all of August. And I wanted to invite you. A lot of people have been following me. A lot of people have been asking, and I just wanted to take the time to get you to toddsaylor.com. And I want you to move through that page and go to the coaching page and click on that. And then you can get a scheduled appointment to just talk with me. Abby will pick up the phone and she'll say, hey, and, we'll get up and she'll call you and we'll talk about what the coaching offers you and how we can help you do these things in your life. And so life is too short. So life is too short. Leaders lead. I want you to understand, one, that you're a leader. And I want you to take control of your life. Whether you consider yourself a leader or not, you're always leading yourself. Leaders lead. You need to lead yourself. I want you to think about what can you do to improve your business? What can you do to expand your business? What can you do to start your dream business? I am the place that you can start with that. And I don't want to be so bold or brash to say those things, but I have to. You see, boldness or brashness comes from brokenness. And I've been broken. I've been broke. I've been broker, and I've been broken. I've earned the right to say that I will help lead you through these valleys. And I want you to understand that Wire Differently Coaching will do those things, and I will be there for you. So I wanted to let you know, you are a leader of your own life, you're a leader of your own family, and leaders lead. But I just want to take you through the 3 steps that all great leaders need to understand. And this is very simple, and I won't take that long because I want you to understand. 1, leaders lead. Leaders believe. They believe, they believe, they believe. if you're in a situation where you're serving a couple masters and you need to figure out what you're going to do. I was just consulting with a friend today, and he was on the fence. He started his own company and he got an SBA loan, and he wanted to know what to do. And we worked through it and we talked about a few things. And he said, but I have my job. And as he went through his job and he told me what his job was, and he was trying to open up this $1 million company that he bought through an SBA loan, and he's doing his job, and he's doing the SBA business and the job and the SBA. He's doing both things. I mean, the problem that he's facing, and a lot of you are facing, is that we're not willing to burn the ships. And I think that at some point in life, you need to be willing to blow the deal to make the deal. You need to believe, believe, believe. You'll be rewarded. But there's no reason you have to just jump out there and believe blindly. You can hire a coach. You don't have to hire me. You can hire lots of coaches. There's a lot of business coaches out there, but you can actually hire a consultant, if you will, or a coach to help you understand your belief, to make sure that that you can monetize that belief. You can actually have that coach show you that if that wouldn't work, how it would work in a different way. So I need you to have that belief, belief, belief. Believe enough in that your idea, that your will be done, that you want to begin your own business career or extend your own business career. You want to leave that job behind. I'm here for you. Believe, believe, believe. The 3 verbs I'm going over right now are the most important verbs that any leader will ever have, any entrepreneur will ever have, any time traveler will ever have. We have to believe. We have to believe. We have to believe, my fellow time travelers. I want you to see the future. Believe what you can do and see the future. I know I'm wacky today, but I'm feeling pretty good. I got my time traveler hat. I believed. And all of a sudden, at 57 years old, 14 companies, multi-millions in revenue and things that we're doing. I mean, it just happens. I'm living proof that goofiness can work, right? But the belief structure has to begin the entire process. Then I need you to prepare. I need you to understand that preparation in anything you do in life is key. You can believe till you're blue in the face, but if you don't put in the reps, you don't put in the reps that complete the process, you don't put in the patterns and the loops and the actual idea of practicing and getting your systems up and running, it's going to obviously not be as well as if you would have. You're probably going to fail. So we need to believe, my friends, my time travelers. We need to prepare. We need to prepare. We need to do the reps. A coach can help you with your reps. A coach can help you focus your beliefs and your dreams. And a coach can help you prepare to be successful in that dream or that acquisition or that business mindset. And last but not least, where most people have trouble is they are afraid to attack. They're afraid to release the hounds, right? They're afraid to literally pull the trigger and sign that note on a loan or buy that, sign that contract on the business building or the house that they're going to first buy and remodel. You know, the attack component, you can believe all you want and you can prepare all you want, but if you're not willing to pull the trigger and travel through time in the belief of the forecasting of what can be before you, then the process doesn't get completed. The process of a time traveler is limited. So I'm throwing a lot of things at you right now, but I want you to have fun. I want you to be a time traveler with me. And last but not least, I want to remind you, life is just too damn short not to own your own company. If you've been thinking about it and you want to do it, you're just going to have to pull the trigger. And I wouldn't say by doubling down and going to the bank and doing this thing alone. I want to go along with you. I want to help you in that process. And I want to be silly with you. I want to have fun with you. I want to travel through time with you. And more importantly, I want to bring my time and my experience, my 30 plus years in this journey of time traveling with you. I want to set you up properly. I want to set the course up for success in you. And I want to share my contacts and my people and my failures and my successes so that we can short circuit that curve, wire differently. Nonetheless, we need to short circuit that curve so it doesn't take you as long as it took me. I've coached quite a few people up to this point, and I'm excited to offer this process. And I want you to go to toddsaylor.com. And I am going to try to pull up this website right here. And here's my website. Coaching. Let's see if I can get comments here. Oops. Can you tell me if you're seeing the website? Can anybody give me a comment? Hey, Joe. All right. So here's what we got going on. Here's the website, and here's what I want to offer you guys. Can you see it? Luther, can you see it now? Oh, man. All right. If you go to toddsaylor.com, I've got this offering out there for you. And I don't know how to do this on here. I thought it was working. But I appreciate you guys listening and following. But I want to let you know, go to toddsaylor.com, at wireddifferently.com or toddsaylor.com and click the coaching tab. And I will take you through the coaching process. I will take you through the startup process. I will take you through any place where you're at in this process. And I'm super excited to have this journey with you. So I'm literally going to wrap this up. And I'm going to click right here, post a comment. toddsaylor.com. Boom. There you go. toddsaylor.com. Click on that and go to coaching. All right, so let's wrap this up. I'm a time traveler, and I know the hat is cool, and I can't wait to wear it on the stage because I'm going to take you through my time. And I want you to understand you need to believe, prepare, attack, and I want to do this journey with you. I appreciate everything that you guys are doing out there, and I want to take you on this time traveler process with me. So listen, here's where we're at. I need you to lead your lives. I need you to lead your own will. You need to figure out your will be done. I want you to pray for your will be done. I want you to understand that your free will was given to you by God to do the things in this world that you want and need. He will support you in those. Your will be done. And we write about that. The first thing we need to do in our journey is to believe, believe, believe. Let me help you coach in that. Let me coach you in that belief structure. Let me, more importantly, even help you prepare for that success. And last but not least, the most important piece of any success plan for a successionaire is to pull that trigger. Pull that trigger. We need to go. A lot of us have a hard time jumping off the cliff, and you need someone there with you. I know it helped me in some occasions, and I want you to understand I'll be there for you, and we're going to minimize your risk, and we're going to minimize the things that we're doing, and we're going to do things that work. Go to toddsaylor.com. I want you to go to the coaching tab, and then just click on the schedule and schedule a time for us to talk, and we'll be off and running. There's no money I'm asking for up front or any of that. And I want you to remember, life is just too damn short not to own your own business. Listen, I've made a life, a living, and a career of building companies. And it's time for me to come out. It's just time for me to come out. I want to help you do those same things. I'm having a blast. So I want to travel through time with you, baby, because I'm the time traveler, the wired differently guy. So you have a great time, and I'm looking forward to hearing back from you guys. Thanks for hanging out for a half hour with me. Let's get it on, wired differently, because you are wired differently. Your will